what you see in front of you is the atomic bomb dome in Hiroshima, Japan. So this ruin is still standing to this day because of the its strong structure, stone and steel structure. And I think right now this is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, if I'm not mistaken. Actually it is. It was declared a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1996. So I will go for a walk around this area, the whole area, and there is a Peace Park up there across the river that I will go in about 5 minutes. But before I do that, I will just walk around the building and let you see it as if you were here exploring the building for yourself. So everything inside is the original, and they kept it as a memorial to the bombing, to remind people what happened back in 1945 when the atomic bomb exploded about 600 meters above ground, almost above this building, 600 meters. And because it exploded right above the building, the structure, part of the structure remained, and the bomb was targeting the T-shaped bridge, but they missed the target, and it exploded above the hospital, which is not that far from here. And I'm gonna go to the hypo center, known as the ground zero, where the bomb exploded. But first, we will just keep walking, and I will point the camera this direction to let you see it. And a lot of school kids on a trip to this place, I think for educational purposes, as you can see over there. They take the kids to this place to learn the horrible things that happened here on August 6th, 1945 at around 8:15 p.m. So that's when they dropped the bomb. A B-29 bomber dropped it, and it took about 43 minutes from the moment they dropped the bomb to when it exploded. About 43 seconds, I should say. Seconds, not minutes. And let's keep walking.
Im Umkreis von 500 Meter waren ja alle sofort ruhig.
Die Augen sind auch wegen des Windes geschlossen.
They don't allow people to get in. There is a fence. I think this is some kind of an organized tour here.
So the bomb survivor speech starts after.
So the bomb exploded about 160 meters away from here and 600 meters above the ground. So let's go now to the hypo center, the ground zero where the bomb exploded. Above that location, we will go to that specific spot. Like I said, the bomb did not explode above this building. It exploded about 160 meters away from this dome that you see in front of me. So we're gonna go to that specific spot where the bomb exploded above that specific spot. We will go, and I think it's about 3 minutes walk from here. And after we go to that hypo center, we will go to the Peace Park just across the river over there. So everything is within a walking distance if you want to explore this place, if you visit the place. But if you're not visiting this place in the future, this video will serve you. It will make you feel as if you were here alongside me. And I think once we get to the bridge, we turn left. And that spot, a lot of people skip it because I think they don't know about it. It's basically a small marble monument, because a lot of people just go to the dome that you saw earlier, and they go to the park, but they miss the actual spot where the bomb exploded above that spot. And I think it's in a very narrow street, and Google Maps, it shows that I am only 1 minute away from it. So I guess it is here, and you see not a lot of people here, even though the place is very important historical event happened here, and you will see it now in about a few seconds. And this is the exact spot where the bomb exploded, just right here. You see right here, it's very small marble monument right here, and not a lot of people are here. You see, not even the school kids that are on their school trip. They went to the other side, but they missed this important spot. And I'm gonna pause the camera over here so you can read it right here. It says the first atomic bomb used in the history of humankind exploded approximately 600 meters above this spot, carried to Hiroshima from Tinian Island by Enola Gay, a U.S. Army B-29 bomber. So let's go now to the Peace Park over there across the river, and that's about 5 minutes walk from here. But if you happen to visit this place, make sure you visit this hypo center. Like you see, not a lot of people come here because they don't know about it. So if you watch this video, now you know. So let's go now to the park. So the Peace Memorial Park is not that far. So I'm walking on the bridge now, and you see the river over here, and the dome is up right there, and the T-shaped bridge, they call it the T-shaped bridge, was actually the target when they bombed the place, but they missed it, and it exploded about 160 meters above that small spot that you saw a few minutes earlier. And here is the entrance to the park, and you see a lot of people are sitting there. This place, thousands of people died in this place. Horrible things happened here. So let's go downstairs and see what's there. I watched a documentary movie prior to my visit to educate myself about this place. There are few documentary movies, videos on YouTube produced by BBC and PBS, and they did pretty good job. I highly recommend you look them up on YouTube. There is a movie that has 3 parts, like 1 hour each part, and they tested the bomb in Los Alamos, New Mexico, and the test passed in July 16th, 1945, and then they shipped it from San Francisco all the way to an island in the Pacific Ocean called Tinian Island, and it took about 10 days to reach that island. And then from there, B-29 bomber carried it from Tinian Island to Hiroshima on August 6th, 1945. And that flight took about 6 hours to reach Hiroshima. And prior to that flight approaching the Hiroshima, there was another B-29 bomber that reached Hiroshima and triggered the air raid alert system, and a lot of people took shelter prior to the bomb. But that plane was actually monitoring the weather just to give the green light for the actual flight that was carrying the bomb, that the weather is good to go. But the people of Hiroshima thought that the weather plane was carrying a bomb. They took shelter, but that plane just flew over Hiroshima without doing anything and then disappeared. So the alarm system was lifted because they thought that the threat was over. And then people just got out from the shelter and they thought everything is fine. They did not know that later, in a few minutes later, the first atomic bomb would explode above their head. And that's exactly what happened. When the actual B-29 bomber flew over Hiroshima, they thought that everything is fine because the alert, the air raid alert system was lifted. They thought that the threat was over because the weather monitoring plane flew by over Hiroshima, did not do anything, and then disappeared. And a lot of lives would have been saved if the people stayed in their shelter. But unfortunately, they got out of the shelter, and as a result of that, thousands of people died, and then thousands of people also died as a result of the after effects, because months later a lot of people got mysterious illness due to the radiation. And here is the park, and there is also a museum that you can visit, and that's what I'm gonna do later after I finish filming. I will go inside the museum and educate myself and do a lot of readings there, and I think it's free to get in the museum. They close at 6 o'clock p.m. so I have plenty of time to read. And if you visit Hiroshima from Kyoto, this would be a nice day trip. The train takes about 2.5 hours. No, I would say 2 hours. If you take the Shinkansen train. Shinkansen here means fast train, bullet train, very fast. And if you have something called the JR pass, Japan Rail Pass, you can use that JR pass to take Shinkansen train from Kyoto. But keep in mind that there is another train, it's called Nozomi train, direct train from Kyoto all the way to Hiroshima without having to transfer to another train. It's a direct train, but JR does not cover that Nozomi train. So you will have to take the Hikari line and then transfer in Shin Osaka, I think, and you take another train to reach Hiroshima. And I covered that in one of my videos if you are interested. So basically, if you take the Nozomi train, it will get you all the way to Hiroshima within an hour and 45 minutes, or probably, yeah, around an hour 45 minutes direct train without having to transfer. But you will have to pay money for that. The JR pass does not cover it. But if you do have the JR pass and you want to save money, then take the Hikari line. That will take you to Shin Osaka, and then from Shin Osaka you transfer to another train. That's a Sokara line or something like that. That will get you to Hiroshima. And where am I going now? I see there is another bridge over here, but this is not exactly where I am planning to go. Where I'm planning to go is actually a park just not that far from where I am located. So I'm just gonna keep filming and let you explore the area, even if it looks like I am getting lost. But the video will serve you. If you're actually planning a trip down here, you will know what to do when you come here. Most likely you're gonna go through what I am going through right now. And everything anyway within a walking distance. There is no way that you're gonna get lost. The only challenging part that you might face is how to get to Hiroshima from Kyoto if you're doing a day trip, because it's a little bit complicated. You have to figure out how to use the bullet train, the Shinkansen, and then when you get to Hiroshima, you need to learn how to use the what they call it, the tram system from Hiroshima station to this place. You take the local trams, and I think I covered that in the video, in another video, if I'm not mistaken. You can watch that, look it up and see. I'm gonna call it Shinkansen train to Hiroshima from Kyoto. And this is the museum. The museum, as you can see, a lot of people are going to the museum, and I'm not gonna go now because I don't want to deal with that crowd. A lot of people, and they're all from school, so I will wait until 5 o'clock p.m. after they finish their school trip, and then we will go. And I see here a professional photographer here. I'm not sure what he's doing, but he's taking a lot of photos. And here is the monument, the memorial site right here. And up ahead, right up ahead, off in the distance, you see the dome, the atomic bomb dome that I showed you earlier. You see the atomic bomb dome is over there, right off in the distance. And every August 6th they have an event here in the morning. Big event. And here is the kids' memorial site over here. Was built in memory of the kids that died as a result of this that bombing. I recommend you read about this place before you visit, to learn the basic facts. But the purpose of this visit is not to provide facts. It's just to give you a sense of what this place is like. So when you come here, you know what the place is like. You get a better feel for what the area is like, so you plan accordingly when you visit. And I'm actually looking for a restaurant to eat. I'm very, very hungry. I'm starving. I don't see restaurants around this area. Probably I'm gonna go the other side. I saw a bunch of restaurants just like 10 minutes walk from where I am. And then after that I will go to the museum and do my readings there. I found my way over to Hiroshima Castle, and it's about 15 minutes walk from the atomic bomb dome and the Peace Memorial Park. And if I turn around the camera and you see this gate, Torii Gate, and And this place is not actually on my itinerary, but I look it up online, and it's one of those places within walking distance from the park, the Peace Memorial Park, and I say, why not just give it a quick visit, and in doing so I can share it on YouTube and let those of you who are interested to get a view of this place as I am exploring it now. It's really beautiful place, and I took a break for the better part of 45 minutes to eat lunch there in that area close to the Hypo Center that you saw earlier in this video, if you watched the video from the beginning. Actually, there is a shopping street, very long shopping street, within 3 minutes of that place. 3 minutes walk from that place, and it's full of shops. And this castle, if I'm not mistaken, is free to enter. So the place that I am in right now at the garden is free. Nobody asked me for a ticket or anything like that. And it might rain later, so I'm trying to finish filming as soon as possible, and then I'm gonna go to the museum and do my readings there. I postponed the museum until the end of the day because a bunch of kids are there in the museum, and this is a public toilet, if I'm not mistaken, over here. I have not checked out how clean the public toilets here in Japan, but as far as I can tell so far, most toilets in Japan, they come with the very advanced toilet. Comes with electronic toilet, where comes with water supply and all that kind of stuff. And here is the castle, and I have not done my homework reading about this place, but it looks like there is a fee to enter, but I'm not actually trying to go in. I'm not interested in this castle, but I will just let you see it. Last admission is at 17:30, so this is one of the places that you might need to explore when you are here. But for now, I will walk back, or at least I'm just gonna walk through the garden. There is a beautiful view of the castle from the other side, and then I'm gonna go to the museum. And look what I found here. I'm not quite sure what that place is. I'm not sure if it's a shrine or a temple. It looks like it's a shrine to me, and there is no description at all. This is just a few minutes, actually right next to the castle, and I'm not quite sure if it's part of the castle or not. But we will just walk around and let you explore it with me if you're still watching. There will be a lot of exploring anyway of Japan. I'm gonna stay in Japan for quite a while. This is not the only video of Japan, so check out my next videos. And what is this? How come it's not? I don't see a lot of people here. place, really interesting place. So if you're still watching this video, just do me a favor, let me know in the comment section how you found this this channel. Did you find it because you did a search on Hiroshima, or did YouTube recommend this video to you and you just clicked on it and you happen to enjoy it? If you're still watching it, that means you're enjoying it. And here I am walking here. I'm not even sure if I am allowed to walk here. There is a gentleman behind me right here, and I don't see any sign or warning or telling me that this is not you're not allowed to walk here. But as far as I can tell, there is a beautiful view of the castle from the corner, but there is some kind of construction going on, and the entrance from the other side is blocked. So I try to get to it from this corner. Yeah, so if you're still watching, let me know how you discovered this video. That will be nice, because I'm really curious, because every time I upload a video, my first guess would be that my video will get only anywhere from 5 to 20 views, but some videos get a lot of views and some videos don't get views. And here is the construction that I'm talking about. So basically, if there is no construction, you can walk along this river. I'm not even sure if this is a river or a man-made lake or anything, but anyway, you can walk there and take a nice view of the castle from the other side. Trust me, you're gonna enjoy the view. And if you Google Hiroshima Castle on Google, and on Google Images page, you will see the view that I am talking about. And the Peace Memorial Park that I showed you earlier in this video is just I would say 15 minutes walk that direction. And I'm gonna go there now to the museum, and I may not be able to film the whole visit to the museum, but I would just share bits and pieces. If I find something interesting that is worth filming, I would do that, but I don't think I'm gonna film the whole thing. So we'll walk now to that area and explore it. Not explore it, I would actually go there to learn the basic facts. There's gonna be a lot of readings, and this is why I actually visited Hiroshima, to go to that museum. Wow, this is a really beautiful hiking trail over here. Very nice and quiet and tranquil. I'm not sure why I don't see a lot of people here. So if you keep walking, it's gonna take you to the castle that I showed you a few minutes ago. And if you go this way, it's gonna take you to that main entrance to this shrine that I'm not even sure if it's a shrine or a temple. But I was told that if I see a red gate, it's called Torii, that means it's a shrine. And if I see a Buddha statue, that's a temple. Because there are two major religions here in Japan, Shinto and Buddhism. So shrine is the Shinto religion, and temple is the Buddha. So this is the main facts that I learned about Japan. First thing I learned, Shinto and Buddhism. Those are the main religions in Japan. And Torii gate That means most likely it's a shrine. See what I found here, just right outside the this place, that I'm not sure if it's a temple or a shrine or a castle, but I think it's a castle, because here in the description it says, in and around Hiroshima castle were a number of military facility, including the particularly underground air defense room. So basically this one was the air defense room over here, and it says that the atomic bomb destroyed telephone and telegraph lines, but the students, using the barely intact military phone system, managed to relay news of Hiroshima destruction. There seems to have been the first report of Hiroshima suffering. So basically, probably this is the place where they reported the suffering of the first suffering of Hiroshima happened in this place over here. Underground air defense right here. So somehow I guess the telephone survived the bombing, and that's why the students were able to communicate with the other military staff in other surrounding cities. You see, it shows you the room at the time, the place at the time after the bomb exploded. So I stumbled up in this area on my way out from the public toilet over there, and I just saw it, and I'm glad that I found it, because this is a very big historic site. So now if you are watching this video and you are interested in visiting Hiroshima, I am sure you would find value. I'm not quite sure what that narrow place is. This, I don't know if I am allowed to get in or not, but I'm not gonna take the risk. But it looks like it's open to the public. Maybe if I go there inside, I would manage to get in that air defense system, the abandoned one, but I don't think it's a good idea. I would just go now to the museum. And here I see another part of the castle. Every time I want to end the video, I discover something new, and I say, why not just turn on the camera back and film, and we will see what that description is saying. I don't think they have it in English. They don't have it in English, only Japanese. And is this open? We will go and see. And just to let you know, in Japan, masks are very common to think here in Japan. Even outdoor, you will see a lot of people wearing a mask. Actually, almost 99% of the population wear a mask outdoor. And I do wear a mask to respect their rules and regulations, because I am in their country and I have to respect the local regulations. I do wear it in indoor because it's required, but outdoor it's not required to wear a mask outdoor, and I don't need to wear a mask outdoor. But just to let you know that indoor you are required to wear a mask. And you're gonna see a beautiful view just behind me. You see, if I turn the camera back, you see this beautiful beautiful gate right here, and I think the whole area is the castle, belongs to the castle, and there is no shortage of photo opportunities if you are into photography, and also a bunch of benches there. But now the construction is ruining my filming. It creates unnecessary noise. It's noisy. And here is the vending machines in Japan. They all look the same right here. Unfortunately, this one for some reason it's not accepting cards. No, I think they do. They do accept cards. Basically, they call it IC cards. So when you get to Japan, get a card like this. It's called Pasmo card, or something else called Soika card. There is noise going on right here. Not sure what that is. It's the police. So basically, oh wow! Look at this view. Isn't it something? You look. So you can take a beautiful beautiful photo op over here, and it's nice. Really nice. So when you get to Japan, I'm not sure if you watch my airport video or not, but if you do plan to visit Japan, I'm not sure how long you're gonna stay, but if you're not from Japan and if you don't live in Japan, you are eligible to get something called JR Pass. JR stands for Japan Rail Pass. That gives you access to use the Shinkansen train. Shinkansen means bullet train. Bullet train means very fast, high-speed train that takes you from one city to the next within a few hours. If you drive, it's gonna take you 10 hours, 6 hours, 7 hours. But if you take that train, it's gonna take you 2 hours. So that JR Pass is helpful if you plan to move from one city to the next. For example, you're moving from Tokyo to Hiroshima. Oh yeah, and from Hiroshima all the way to North Japan. You get the idea. So, but that JR Pass is not helpful. Is not helpful if you plan to stay in one city. So if you are visiting Japan and you plan only to stay in Tokyo or in Kyoto without going to another city, then you don't need JR Pass. So you get that one, you get that JR Pass, and you request JR Pass before you visit Japan. In other words, you place the order, you get the voucher. They send you the voucher by mail. So you do that way ahead in advance, like at least a month in advance, and they send it to you by mail. And then that voucher, you take it with you when you travel to Japan, and as soon as you land in Japan and you want to use it, you can exchange that voucher for the actual JR Pass. And this is exactly what I did when I arrived in Tokyo, and I shared that video with you. So I took that voucher and I took it to the office, the JR office, and I received my actual JR Pass. But you do the payment when you request the voucher a month in advance. You make the payments online, And this is exactly what I did. I requested it from California, United States, and then they mailed it to me. And then when I got here, I just showed them the voucher, and they gave me the pass. So I explained one important thing. The other important thing that you might need is the ATM card. If you plan to withdraw money, there are some ATMs that accept foreign ATM cards. 7-Eleven stores have those ATM cards. 7-Eleven stores. If you are from the US, you're familiar with that store. They have ATMs inside in Japan. Inside 7-Eleven stores, they have those ATMs belongs to 7 Bank that accepts foreign ATM cards, so you can withdraw money. And also the post office, Japan post office. Inside Japan post offices, they have those ATMs as well that accept foreign ATM cards. And if you want to use the subways or the buses, you need to get something called IC cards, like the one I show you, this one. You get this called Pasmo or Soica card. You buy it from some ticket machines, and you use those cards to pay for your subways or buses trips. And I showed that in the video when I arrived in Tokyo airport. You can see what I did when I arrived. All right, enough explanation. Let's go now to the museum. Look at what I found on my way to the museum. I found this monument, and I say, why not film it for a little bit? And this is actually just right behind the atomic bomb dome that you saw at the beginning of this video. So this place is called Memorial Tower to the mobilized students, because during World War II, I'm just reading now from the descriptions, it says more than 3 million students over 12 years of age were mobilized for labor services throughout the country. As a result, more than 10,000 students were killed, including some 7,000 killed by the atomic bomb. So this tower was erected by the concerned families and friends to console the soul of these victims who sacrificed themselves for their homeland. So I wasn't actually planning to film the monument, but I said, you know, there is a piece of paper that has a description, and I say, why not just pick it up and read it? And I'm gonna film it as well, so you can pause the video and read it for yourself in case you are interested. In case you are interested in learning the history. And I am headed now toward the direction of the museum. I was there earlier this morning because I was planning to go there, but I saw a bunch of school kids taking a school trip there. It was crowded, and there's still some kids around, school kids, and but I think it's already 4 o'clock. I would imagine by now they're going home, so the museum will be hopefully it's gonna be it's not gonna be crowded, and that's what I am hoping for. And the museum is this way. And there is a gift shop just right here. And I saw a few public toilets in this area. One just right next to the atomic bomb dome, and the other one is next to the museum, in case you need to use the public toilet. I have not used them yet. Actually, I did use the one outside the Hiroshima castle, the one that you just saw. And you see a big crowd up there, bunch of school kids. Today is Monday, so I guess I should have come here during the weekends if I need to avoid the crowd of the school kids. So if you happen to visit Japan, I really recommend you make the efforts to visit Hiroshima. It's a beautiful city, not only because of the important historic event that happened here, but also the city itself is really beautiful. And you really saw the castle, how beautiful that castle is. So it's worth it to spend one night here, because there is another day trip that you can make from Hiroshima to a beautiful shrine. I forgot the name, but I'm not going there because it's under construction. I was told that it's under construction, so it's not worth it to go there. And they will finish the construction sometime in 2023, if I'm not mistaken. But I decided to skip it. Probably next trip I will go there. So I'm planning to come back to Japan later in 2023, at the end, I would say probably summer 2023 or 2024. We will see. Because it's a huge country to explore. It would take you at least 3 weeks if you want to do it in one shot. But in my case, I'm gonna split it into probably 3 trips. I will visit it later for sure. And here is the museum. It's called Hiroshima Peace Memorial Museum. I need to put on my mask before I get in. Hello.
Hello.
Here? Okay.
こちらで
Sanitizer.
手指の消毒をお願いします。
They're gonna take your temperature. Okay. Okay, thank you. I think there is a fee. Hello. How much? 200. Do you take the Pasmo card? Yeah. Okay. All right, thank you. And what time do you close? 6. Okay. Thank you. This way. Up there. Okay.
English, French,
Oh, okay. Thank you. So basically, this is the guide. Definitely taking the English guide over here. It's free. So I'm basically trying to go to this section 3F. It's called Introductory Exhibit, the devastated city. I'm not sure if this is the right place or not. We will see. I'm trying to go to 3F, this one, upstairs. Okay, thank you. All right, may I asked and he said I should go down upstairs. Don't walk, okay. Oh, they don't want me to walk. Okay, good to know. Thank you. See, this is what happens when you visit the country for the first time. You don't know where the rules are. Okay. Trying to go this one? To this one? This place. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Here is what I'm trying to